Hello, welcome to this new video. My name is Martina Vincenzi and I am the founder of the VIP Flight Attendant Academy Private Jet Coach. On today's video, we are going to talk about a very important aspect of the job of VIP flight attendant, which is the cleanliness. The cleaning of the jet is one of the post-flight duties of a VIP flight attendant. So we do vacuum the floor, we do wash dishes, we do clean the toilet, and we do dust the airplane. And the airplane is actually a very dusty environment, so this is something that we do repeatedly, even more than once, and not only after the flight, sometimes even a few times before the flight. So anyway, today we're going to talk about the cleanliness. What is the cleanliness? You know, sometimes I found this being a question during some interview for a VIP flight attendant position, like, what does cleanliness mean to you? This is actually a very important question and a very, I would say, clever question to ask during an interview, just to double check if the feeling of the cleanliness is the same between different individuals. You know, it's very much based on common sense, on backgrounds, on cultural habits that you bring over with you, and therefore we all have a different approach to cleanliness. So on board a private jet, the cleanliness level must be absolutely high, very, very high. I would say a private jet is probably the most clean environment compared to any other airplane I flew before. So the fact that a recruiter is asking as a question during an interview, what does cleanliness mean to you? I think it's a very clever question. So now let me tell you, what does cleanliness mean to me? First of all, I think that cleanliness is a feeling, okay, is a sensation that involves different aspects of your body. You can touch clean, you can see clean, you can smell clean. And how do you do that? Yeah, well, by touching clean, I mean that a surface is not sticky, for example, is not dusty. So you can touch it and actually feel the material of the furniture. You know, if it is leather, if it is wood, if it is plastic, if it is marble or whatever. So you can touch the leather seats and not getting that sensation of get the hands sticky on the armrest of the leather seat. You can touch the galley surface, the galley top, which is normally can be done with marble, and not getting sticky. You know, when you touch it, you can walk through the airplane and see in all those little spaces that there is no dust. So you can actually, touch those little surfaces, horizontal and vertical surfaces on a private jet, and not find your fingertip full of dust. So this is how you touch cleanliness. You see cleanliness, in this case, is more related to the tidiness. So when a room is tidy, it gives you a sensation of clean as well, okay? So if every object has its own space, it's not like casually thrown over there, maybe, you know, being of sort of an impediment for you to walk properly throughout the aisle, or maybe, you know, it gets crowded, it gets dirty. But everything is set over there with a system, with a logic, and it's tidy. So you feel, you can see that there is a logic behind it, okay? Behind the fact that, I don't know, for example, the magazines has been placed inside the magazine rack. So they are not casually thrown on the floor, right? But they are all nicely put inside the magazine rack. Which is a magazine holder. So for you to reach them and also for them to be protected, you know, by accidental wrapping the pages or making the pages dirty or whatever. And then finally, you can smell clean. So, you know, when an environment is actually clean, you can smell the clean. You can smell products, you know, clean products that has been used. So, for example, on board the private jet, we normally use a specific product for a specific material. So, for example, if I have to clean the leather seats of my private jet, I will use a leather soap or a leather wipes. They are like disinfectant wipes, but they are specifically made for leather, and they are wet into this solution that is meant to be used only for leather seats. So you can wipe it and clean it very easily, and that leaves a little bit of a perfume, a little bit of a scent that you can smell very easily. I am, for example, very sensitive to smells, so I like when the cabin smells nice. You know, when you go into the customer's lavatory, for example, to smell fresh linen, to smell fresh laundry. That's also a very nice touch. Or when you prepare the bed for your customers, so when you turn the aircraft seats into night configuration, so you transform them into beds and you set them up with bed sheets and duvet and pillows and etc. etc. So using those linen and they actually smell like fresh laundry. That's also very nice, and this is where you can smell it. And then, last but not least, flowers in the cabin. This is one of the main reasons why we put flowers in the cabin. Is not only for elegance, it's not only for ambiance, but it's also for the smell that they you know, give out, that it can actually be very, very nice and make you feel like in a clean environment. One of the tricks that we normally use on board a private jet to enhance this feeling of cleanliness on board a private jet is actually to put fresh flowers in the lavatory, in particular in the customer's lavatory. You know, when you get into a lavatory, you need the environment to be clean, right? And to be safe. Because I mean, you are going to be vulnerable in this environment, because you're going to wash your hands, you're going to sit on the toilet, you're gonna brush your teeth, for example. So you are, let's say, more vulnerable in this, in particular in this place. So I want you to feel absolutely safe and comfortable when you are on board my private jet. And this is when I work a little bit on the psychological point of view of the sensation of cleanliness. If I put a fresh flower in the lavatory, you instantly perceive this as a safe place, because if there is a flower, a fresh flower, which can stay alive in here, it means that the place must be safe. Otherwise, the flower, which is very delicate, will eventually die, fade, or it won't be present at all. So yeah, this is a little bit of the psychology of how it works on board a private jet when it comes to cleanliness. Remember that this can sometimes be used as one of the questions during an interview. I find this absolutely very interesting and very important. So it's nice to see what the candidates think about that. And I have used myself these questions a few times, and it always have been a very nice and interesting exchange of ideas. I hope that this can somehow be helpful for you. If you have any questions regarding private jets, VIP flight attendant life, and the corporate aviation industry, feel free to reach out to me. I will be happy to answer all of your questions. So ciao for now, and baci baci!